Greetings. Welcome to the Iron Horse virtual roundtable for April.
I'm Kevin Herndon.
And I'm Jeff Flannery.
We're here to share with you some options to keep your scout unit running during this time of staying home and proper social distancing.
First and foremost, we hope everyone is doing well, staying home, being safe, and healthy.
Second, don't forget about the fun and the promise of scouting.
And third, this should be fun.
All right, let's get started with some online resources for the units to host a virtual meeting. Give me 2 seconds while I share my screen here. All right, so video conferencing options. What are your options out there today? Well, in the last few weeks, there's been hundreds that have popped up. Boy Scouts of America have identified these 5 services which you can choose, which we're using a Zoom meeting right now, so we appreciate you joining us with this. We have a WebEx, Zoom, free conference call, Skype, Google Hangouts. The biggest thing I need you to pay attention to is the number of participants. If you're a pack of 40 to 50, no more than 75, your number of participants is well under 100. Those in the upper 80s to 90s, your participants could be close to 100, if not a little bit more. Free conference call is the only one without having a professional WebEx or Zoom account that we know of that can have over 100 on it. There are a few others as well, as joinme.com at $20 a month, GoToMeeting at $12. And again, you get a little bit more. And Blue Jeans is the other one that I'll mention, but it's only $50, and at $10, you're better off to do a Zoom account. There are some other ones for low, little bins, which, 4 to 5. So we'll have this posted on our Slack account, Facebook account, and anywhere else that we do. And we'll probably send it out via email as well. So let me turn this back over to Jeff here. I think he has some tips and tricks for you. Oh, one more thing to use is collaboration tools. Google Docs, Dropbox, any live document sharing, so you can all have the information at one spot. Jeff, take it away.
All right. And don't forget, there's usually a dial-in option. So if video doesn't work for you, you've got a member that can't connect with a camera, you can usually use a dial-in option for almost all of those services that Kevin mentioned above. Speaking of the connection, please, on your first couple of meetings, allow for some setup time and connection time for your scouts and the parents to get everybody connected, get the kinks out, get the audio adjusted, video settings. Maybe they can hide the laundry basket out of the camera view or things like that, right? But we really want you to keep it fun. No need to dwell on the negative. The scouts are pretty sharp. They already know by now that they can't leave home, that school's been disrupted. So when you're having the fun, if you're the host and you want to be the first speaker, mute people as they come in. There's a setting that you can do on most of these different services that you can mute as they join. So when you're planning your meeting, please set an agenda. Be realistic about it. Set short goals. Be positive. Don't try to do too much too quickly. Let the kids enjoy seeing their friends, talking and joking. I can tell you it's done quite a bit for all the adults that I've shared these meetings with to be able to see our friends, our peers, our social network that we haven't been able to see for a few weeks. Being able to see them in video is really enjoyable for all of us. It's human nature to want to be social, and this is a good activity and a good way for them to do that. With those agendas, you've got all kinds of scout skills you can go over, fun activity. Kahoots have been a really popular thing. Let your scouts, if you're in a Scouts BSA troop, the scouts could plan that. If you're in a Cub pack, you could have the adults plan the Kahoot. Quizlets, stories and jokes, show and tell. You could have drawing competitions. I mean, sky's the limit. One of the things that would probably be a good idea is to teach CyberChip. If your scouts haven't already earned that in the past 12 months, you do a CyberChip session and have everybody relearn internet protocol and safety. One thing to remember is youth protection training. Shouldn't be doing one-on-one meetings with an adult. You should have multiple adults and keep all of your scouts safe, even in a virtual setting. Since we are a scout group, as you'll notice, Kevin and I are wearing our field uniform tonight. Set a uniform expectation. Whether it's activity or field uniform, set the expectation and have them wear it proudly. Start your meetings the way you normally start it. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance, Scout Oath, Scout Law, Outdoor Code. Have a slide up so scouts can see the U.S. flag. Have the oath and law online on a slide so they know where they're at. Leave the mics open so you can hear as they recite along. These are all things they would normally do at a meeting. When the speaker is presenting, that's the time to mute. You can use the scout sign, have everybody mute when they see the scout sign. If a scout has a question, they can raise their hand and they can unmute once they're recognized by the host. One of the things my senior patrol leader for my Scouts PSA troop, she has come up with a weekly challenge, whether it's a spirit day, to dress in a certain fashion, take a picture, put it on a Facebook page. This week's challenge has come up with their best joke. So the scouts are going to come back next week at our meeting and have a joke. And we're going to share that in the meeting. That's going to be part of our planned meeting. There's all kinds of options for merit badges. You can find a lot of those options in our Iron Horse District Facebook page, the Heart of America Council Facebook page. A lot of councils are running virtual merit badge forums. Merit badge counselors are working and putting the word out. Virtual campouts have been really popular. A couple packs are doing virtual campfires. There's a lot of options. And just so you know, this is as much for social interaction and mental health as it is for advancement. We're only limited by our imagination and those of our scouts. Remember to be prepared to do your best. So in these strange times, they call for creative ways. I know that your scouts are up for the challenge. Are you? Kevin?
All right. Thanks, Jeff. Proper communication. How should you be talking to your scouts? I'm going to give you this advice. As a Cub Master, you should be emailing your pack once a week at least, checking in, making sure that you have an open line of dialogue. Put your cell phone number out, put your email out. If they don't have it already, get a hold of them. Use Facebook Live, Slack, Remind. Right now, if you do not get any information from Iron Horse, you need to scan that QR code right now with your phone. It will take you to the Iron Horse page to get you linked up with our email, website, Facebook, roundtable, text messages, Slack workspace. Use these resources. There's so much out here to use right now. Get on our Slack channel, get on our Remind, get on everything that we're doing. Alicia and our communication team leader is putting out so much information. We're trying to share as much as we can, but get on that page, follow it. The proper communication will help with the healthiness of your pack, the mental health of your leaders, and your mental health as Cub Masters, Scout leaders, everything. So make sure that you're in communication with everybody. Jeff, do you have anything else?
Well, I was just going to mention, if you, as a key 3 of any unit, whether it's a venturing crew, a pack, or a troop, if you're having any challenges with any of these tools that Kevin and I have talked about, please don't hesitate to reach out on the Facebook page, either to Alicia Harding, Kevin Herndon, Jeff Flannery. I know Scott Smith, our district commissioner, has offered to help. Christy Ogle has offered to help. So if you have any questions about anything that we've talked about or any challenges, shoot us an email, text, Facebook, any way. We're willing to help. There are all kinds of volunteers willing to share what we've been learning. Just ask. We're here to help, folks.
All right. With that, we're going to wrap it up. Please, questions. We're here to help you. We're another resource for you. Please reach out to us and stay safe. Have fun in scouting, and we'll see you in May. Thanks.